As always, please retry the question before watching the video. So you can skip this question if you want to. It doesn't fall into an immediate category. So I'm guessing if you're doing this question either way, it's because you haven't missed many questions. If that is the case, then this will help you get to 36s by watching this video, even though this rarely shows up, or needing to know this rarely shows up. And most of you actually can already just hear the right answer, but this will get you to the point of being able to teach it and help you get these correct more often. So for each of these, if you don't know the answer to them, please add them to your cheat sheet, master them, and go back 5 before continuing to the next question, pausing the video each time. What are examples of relative pronouns? Who, whom, whose, which, that. What are examples of participles? Any ing ending word is great to use here. And there are definitely ed and en ending participles, but the vast majority of the times you're going to see it on the ACT, and in this question, it's going to be an ing ending word. What is a relative clause / relative phrase? It's a clause or phrase that starts with a relative pronoun. What is a participial phrase or clause? It is a phrase or clause that starts with a participle. What do relative clauses modify? Relative clauses or phrases modify the exact word that precedes them. Word or phrase that precedes them. What do participial phrases modify? They modify the subject of the clause that immediately precedes them. The subject of the clause that immediately precedes them. Can who be used to refer to a non-person? The answer is no. Who is reserved to refer to people. All right, there are exceptions to every rule, but that is the rule. Answer or question number 8 with those in mind. So looking at this, we're just going to go through F, G, and H. F, G, and H all use relative clauses. They each start with a relative pronoun, that, which, who, and therefore all of those must be referring to centuries. And so we need to determine, does this relative clause refer to centuries, or does it refer to the subject of the clause, which would be the Banawa women, which is what J would imply because it is a participial phrase. All right, so that's what we need to determine. We can also already probably know that since we have 3 answers one way and 1 answer the other, is going to be the way of the one answer, which is J. But just for the sake of understanding, let's consider the relative clause, excuse me, in answer F, that use indigenous agricultural techniques. So is it centuries that are using indigenous agricultural techniques, or is it the Bana women that are using indigenous agricultural techniques? And it's definitely the Banawa women that are using indigenous agricultural techniques, not centuries. And so that's going to eliminate F, G, and H and confirming J, because J is a participial phrase and therefore that is going to refer to the subject of the clause that immediately precedes it, which is Banawa women. And Banawa women are the ones that use indigenous agriculture techniques, confirming answer J. If this made sense to you, please add it to your worksheet. Write what you learned along with the answer on the explanation side, and then just continue to whatever question you so choose that you missed on this test, because this doesn't actually have a category for you to master.